What's happening, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? I appreciate y'all hanging out with me here today. And I'm trying to be a little more consistent with providing you guys videos here that's going to help change your world when it comes to entrepreneurship, business ownership. If it's your first time hanging out with me, I appreciate it. If you're watching a replay after this, I appreciate you as well. But make sure you are hitting that like button, that subscribe button, and share this out. Let other people know about what we got going on over here. And I do got to give each and every one of you guys a round of applause. I mean, the channel is still growing tremendously, and it's growing because of each and every one of you guys. So again, I do thank you all. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about how to turn your DMs. Yes, we're about to turn your DMs to ATM. And we do that by driving traffic to your website. So I'm going to show you guys a way today of how I go about driving traffic to my websites, funnels, whichever one you want to call it. It doesn't cost me any money to do this outside of the system that I pay for in order to make it happen. But once you get this system, I'm telling you, it has everything that you need in it. You won't have to pay another dollar for anything else. And that system is SB Money Flow, sbmoneyflow.com. You guys have seen me making numerous videos on that. It is our new tool that we have for small businesses to help them generate revenue both online and offline. Very simple, without needing to know how to do all that fancy coding and all of that crazy stuff when it comes to the technical aspects of building a business online and off. But anyways, we're about to dive into it here. So let me change my screen here. And the last time that I was with you guys, I showed you all this flow chart here. Sorry. And as I stated previously, like, this is the sauce to everything. And I am using Zoom to create my whiteboard flow chart. So if you guys do have Zoom, you can go ahead and utilize Zoom in order to get to a whiteboard. But if you have any software that's providing a whiteboard to you, you can go ahead and use that. But as you guys can see right here, this is my social media flow chart. I told you guys that I would be getting this to you. All of my individuals who have already purchased the software on the professional package, you definitely got access to all of the tools and features that I have here. And if you need this whiteboard, just shoot us a message, and I'll send you a copy of this whiteboard here so you don't have to start from scratch. But inside of our tool, we can automate Facebook. We can automate the chat bubbles that you see on websites. So if you go to govconcheatcode.com or to sbmoneyflow.com, you'll see a bubble on the bottom right-hand side, and that's our chat widget. So we can automate that. We can automate Google. If you have your Google My Business set up, which you should, everybody should, you can automate when people send you messages on there. So this is why it works for online and offline businesses. I don't care which business it is, you need this, okay? And most importantly, Instagram DMs. We can automate the Instagram DMs. Now, the way that you drive traffic to your websites and start generating tons of revenue using the tool is you do a couple simple things. You're going to have a opt-in page, which is a funnel. So we're going to go to SB Money Flow. We're going to build the opt-in page that when somebody messages us in our DMs, we drive people to that page through automation. And the only way to figure out how to make this thing make sense is you got to make the flow so you can see it in the beginning. So as you guys know, I do government contracting, we do marketing and whatnot, and you guys can test this out in my social media DM. You can go to my Instagram account, go to official Travis Davis, and you can DM me the word get started, question, or help. I didn't do schedule call yet, so don't send me that one yet. But question, help, or get started, you can send me that message and the automation is going to go off. But get started is probably going to be your favorite one, or help. They're both running through to the same automations. But if you can see right here, Once you get the trigger, these are called triggers right here. So if somebody sends me a message, it's going to trigger the workflow to start. What message can they send me to trigger the workflow? If they message me, get started, help on this workflow, this is where it's going to go. Okay. So if I follow along the lines, it says get started comes down here. If it's a no, then it needs to go test out the next condition. Was it question? If it was no, it needs to go to the next condition. Was it help? Yes, it needs to go through the workflow. And again, you can see the arrows with help comes down. It's going to the same workflow as get started. Then it says, okay, if it happens, I want you to send a message, okay, to the person who just messaged me on whatever platform they just messaged me in. So mine, again, I changed this up. So if you guys actually do DM me, it won't be the same message here, but here goes the message. It said, I'm Dr. Davis's assistant here to guide you for the best solution. Please pick numbers 1 through 5, because if they tell me get started, they're probably talking about government contracting, or maybe it's something else. That's why I said 1 through 5. So they're going to see these options 1 through 5. Number 1 is government contracting. 2 is CRM. 3 is my pure money legacy. 4 is consulting. And 5 is any podcast or speaking requests. Again, here's the flow. If they say government contracting, this is a yes. You need to go down here. Here comes another message. That's great. You selected government contracting. Now, where would you like to get started in government contracting? Is it the 1-year program, the 7-day challenge, the AI software, or is it my consulting business development services for you? And then I say, hey, whatever selection they check, give them the link to get started. What do you think the get starting link goes to? My funnel. So now you can see if you got an arm right here for your 1-year GovCon, you need to have a funnel. The funnel needs to have an opt-in page. Once it has the opt-in page, it needs to have an order form sales page, all in the same page. Once it has the order form sales page, after somebody buys, they need a thank you page. See, these are small things that you could build out. This is just for my social media. If I was looking at my flow chart for my 1-year program, it would have all of that stuff flowed in. But I'm just talking social media right now. So we're going to give them the link. So this is going to happen for every scenario. As you guys can see, CRM, blah, 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 blah. Now, the hardest part is drawing this out. Nobody wants to do this stuff. And here goes my in-person. Somebody wanted to schedule a call with me or a consultation. Well, they got 2 options. They could do a Zoom call with me, which is virtual, or they can meet me in person here in Washington, D.C. The links will be sent based off their choice. Okay. So now that I can see it, well, now it's time to go have some fun. Okay. So we're going to move that out of the way, and we're going to come here to the tool. Let me find the tool, SB Money Flow. And doesn't that look just like this? See, this is what I tell you guys why it's important to create that flow chart. At the top of my workflow right there, well, look, here's my trigger. Anytime there's a new chat widget message, which I just told you is the bubble. Anytime there's a Facebook message, Instagram message, or Google message. Well, what did we say? Matter of fact, I got to pull this chart back up again. I need them, make them side by side, right? So let's come back up here to the top, right? Here's our triggers. Then we had conditions right here. Well, what do we have over here? We have a condition. If I click right there, okay, how did I set this up? I say, okay, this is the condition. If the message contains get started or help, see, replied message is get started or replied message is help. I could have made it an and statement. That's how if then statements work. If this, then that. It can be this and that, or it could be this or that, right? But that's my condition. If it meets the condition that I want, which is the word get help or help, then continue down this flow. If it does not meet that word, well, look, we come over here, don't do nothing. That's how I got it set up. Like, it didn't fit that criteria, so there's no need for you to respond to the client that's DMing me absolutely at all. And see, a lot of people have their DMs set up, which annoys the hell out of me. Matter of fact, I want you guys to drop a fire emoji down in the chat if you guys have ever DM'd people and you get an automatic response that does not match anything that you wanted to talk to them about. And I'm guilty of that. When I first got into automations, I was doing the exact same thing. I just had my stuff turned on automated. And I mean, messages was just flying out every time somebody DM me. And I would have a conversation with somebody. They get like 10 DMs that just, it didn't match. It didn't make sense. So with this method right here, this only delivers what the client wants when they want it. Okay. And you may be wondering, well, how do I get my client to message me the word get started? Well, that's very easy. You put it in your social media profile. You know, if I go up here, let me see if I can get to my Instagram. All right. If I go to my Instagram, oh man, they always want me to sign in. Instagram.com/OFFICIL. And you guys are going to see the change coming soon. So, you know, while I'm showing you guys this, dang it, they really ain't going to let me do this, huh? Because I restricted it. I don't know my login. That's why I can't use it. Right? Or maybe my login's still saved. Let's see. Okay, cool. Yeah, save that. Oops, what'd I do? All right. So you guys are going to see this profile change right here. Do you know what the profile is going to say? It's going to have government contracting and speaker and digital marketing agency. I'm probably going to take this off right here. Turn vision into reality using analytics, not emotions. I'm probably going to say if you want to get, if you're ready to take your business to the next level, DM me the word get started. How simple is that? Literally, I know that everybody that wants to get started, they're sending me a DM, get started. So now all of a sudden I can allow the automation to take over. So just like I drew out before, again, I'll pull it up. We got to get started. Well, here it goes. There was the condition, getting started. If it's a yes, I want you to send this message. Well, what did I tell the software to do? I said, hey, if they sent you a message through the chat widget, which is SMS, I want you to send them this message back. Hello, their first name. I'm Dr. Travis Davis, Cheat Code Assistant. I'm here to guide you to what you need. To provide the best assistance, please select the number from the following options. Weren't those the options? 1 through 5? Weren't these the options? 1 through 5? I put it in the message. And then I came down here to the tool and I said, hey, if they do it in Facebook, Instagram, whichever one they send the message in, I want you to reply. Okay, so here goes the wait. We're going to wait for 2 minutes because the trigger is active. We're waiting to see if we have any reply on the trigger that started this. Well, if in 2 minutes we don't get any action, which it should happen within 2 minutes, then we just kill the whole program. There's no need to worry about them at all. They didn't meet any of our criteria, knock them out of the workflow, and we wait for it to happen again. If they do answer and reply, well, we gave them directions, pick 1 through 5. Well, did they pick number 1, government contracting? Here comes another if-then statement, a conditional. They selected government contracting. If their reply message is the number 1, okay, then I want you to take them over to here. And when you take them over to number 1, government contracting, well, here you go. There's the message. Great, you selected government contracting. Dr. Davis Passion. Here's your options to choose from 1 through 4 when it comes to government contracting. Again, whatever channel they're messaging on, it's going to send it out. We're going to wait for 1 minute to see if they got a response because it shouldn't take that long to type 1 through 5, one of them. All right. We're going to wait another minute to give them the answer. Why am I waiting another minute? Because people don't want you to respond to them very quickly because they'll consider it to be a bot. But if I tell it to wait for a minute And when it waits for a minute and they did select one and they send them this message, well, the person believes that it took a minute to type this up. But I mean, we already got this bad boy automated. Yeah. And trust me, I don't mind telling y'all the sauce. I don't care if you go through my stuff and see that it's automated. Yes, I'm telling you my stuff is automated. You should automate your stuff too. This is how you cut expenses. Y'all keep talking about people cost too much money. I can't pay people to do X, Y, and Z. Well, here's the tool to do it for you, but you're gonna pay something. I don't know how the hell you think you're gonna get results without paying something. Well, I'm pretty sure a $350 a month tool, which if you pay for it for a whole year, it was at a little bit over $3,600. I'm pretty sure that's cheaper than paying somebody $60,000 a year, $40,000 a year, or $25,000 a year. You get to build multiple people in your business through automation just for a little over $3,000 in a year, $350 a month. So boom, we send them the one message. Again, no matter which platform they send it to me on. Once they get the 1 year program, because that's what they selected, I gave them the link. Here's the link to go to where? My funnel. They wanted the 7-day challenge, whatever it is that they want. At the end of it, just like I drew right here in my flow chart, when they get the 1 year, they select the 7-day challenge, they get the link, and we end the workflow. Ain't that what I just did? They get the 7-day challenge link. Here is the message that provides them the link for them to click on. And then at the end of that, we end it. It's done. There's nothing else to talk about. So imagine all of those ideas that's in your mind, all of those things that you got going on, and you keep getting frustrated that you're losing customers, and you're losing customers because you don't have the system to talk to them. And again, I know some of you guys may be watching this stuff like, well, damn, Travis, I done DM'd you and, the message ain't came back. That's because I done switched softwares from ClickFunnels over to this. And there's a whole adjustment that I got to make. It's easier when you ain't already got stuff that you had going on to build from scratch. But when I got all this stuff going on, it's a whole lot harder to plug all the pieces in to a system that you already had operating somewhere else. So I apologize for the individuals that have sent me messages and you ain't quite got the responses back yet. I'm building a software out and trying to build all my programs at the same time, but we will get to you. My apologies, just FYI. But this stuff works, okay? As you guys can see. And again, the sky is the limit for what you want to do. I'm just showing you guys how I built my automation out. So let's go ahead. Matter of fact, I can do this. So I played around with it. Let me go to my conversation so you guys can actually see how this thing has been operating. We're going to go to all. I believe, there we go. Was it this one? Nope. This one. All right, so this is me testing my stuff out, playing around with it, making sure that I can do whatever needs to be done right here. So as you can see, I played around with my own tool. This is something that I built earlier, but here we go. We're going to dive down into it. If someone sends me the word question, what do I have the tool do? This is Travis Davis, frequently asked questions and answers. It goes ahead and spits it out. If I send the word get started, what did it do? Hello, this is Travis Davis, cheat code assistant. Here's your numbers 1 through 5. I sent it to number 1. It said great. Government contracting is Dr. Davis's passion. Pick numbers 1 through 4. I picked number 2. It said, great, Travis Davis' 7-day challenge. Here is the link to go to his 7-day challenge. And what do you know? If I click on it, it takes me to the 7-day challenge for people to register. Now, you could do this with all types of stuff. Consultation calls. I mean, the whole 9. I mean, the whole goal is to hurry up and give people what they want without searching for it. And boom, we just resolved that issue for tons and tons of individuals, okay? Now, that's mainly what I wanted to show you guys. The other aspect of it, you may be asking, well, okay, we can automate the DMs, but how simple is this to really make it work? Well, let me show you. Okay, so I just built this out within a couple minutes right before I was actually building this while I was on a group call just an hour ago. So it took me less than an hour to build this out. And it's because of the tool, SB Money Flow. Don't forget, if you guys want to get registered for that tool, go to sbmoneyflow.com and get yourself registered. There is a 14-day free trial, so you can test it out. And you can see how powerful it is, and then you're going to keep it. All right, but I wanted to create in-person office hours here in Washington, D.C. So one of my flows right here, so let's go back. Or matter of fact, I can just go look at the Zoom just to make it easier. All right, so one of my flows was my meetings. All right, so we got the Zoom call and we got the in-person. My Zoom call virtual meetings have already been set up, so I didn't really need to stress that out right there. All right, but I needed an in-person meeting. Well, part of it is a calendar. So if you guys are paying for Calendly or any of those other calendar tools to book appointments and whatnot, you could throw that away. You don't got to pay that bill no more. Okay. And the beauty about this, we're going to have the calendar in one location and the website all in one location. So the first thing that I needed was a calendar. All right. Now, granted, we got tons and tons of calendars here that we've already created if you get that 350 package. So I just copied my general calendar funnel right here, and then I created this calendar. Now, if I was just talking to somebody randomly on the streets and they was like, yo, I want to book an in-person meeting with you, I can know right now or remember that the link to my in-person calendar is govconcheatcode.com/in-person. When they come to this link, they can schedule the in-person call for whatever time that they would like or desire. And most importantly, when they do select that time, all right, and they click continue, well, they're going to go ahead and make that payment right here too, okay, for that call. I'm trying to see that I guess I need to put the price tag back up here. I didn't see that one on there. But yeah, they could go ahead and pay their bill for the 150-minute time frame here in Washington, D.C. It's going to give them the address, the location, and all of that good stuff once they go ahead and schedule out that call. So boom, I got the calendar set up for that. I'm good to go. Now I put in my automation. When somebody they select that they would like an in-person meeting in Washington, D.C., the whole key to this is I don't want people searching for stuff. This is where you start losing customers. The more you make them search and look for stuff and make it harder for them to get what they want, the faster you're going to lose them. But here, what was it, like 3-4 clicks? They get exactly to where they want to be, and they can schedule a meeting. After that, they need a thank you page. There goes the thank you page. It's going to tell them the time that they're going to meet. I got an automation when people schedule this call to send them an email out with the reminder and the whole nine. Then I got set up in automation to remind them 2 days before the event, 1 day before the event, 2 hours before the event, and 1 hour before the event, and at the time of the event. It's all flying out for me. I don't need to pay a VA to do this. All I had to do was sit my ass down, create that workflow, and voila, it's done. And I just got to pay one tool to do all of this. Okay? So that simple, you can have your landing page, because that's all this was. My calendar, I turned my calendar into a landing page. The landing page was booking a call. So let's take a look at another one that may not be, so your mind can start to understand, because you may be saying, well, Travis, you say calendar, man. I ain't really trying to build no calendar. Well, I got my consulting services. See, people like my one-on-one consulting, and I apologize for the people who have sent me a message. I did see over this weekend that a couple of you guys told me that you guys have DM'd me that you wanted the one-on-one consulting services, but I haven't been providing that because I didn't get alerted, because that was on the old system and we're on this new system, and I forgot to program that stuff over. So I apologize. I will be getting back to you guys this week. But now I have it programmed into the new system, and look how simple it is. It's a consulting services. Well, in order for them to get to this form, they had to go through GovCon cheat codes. So let's take a look at GovCon cheat codes. They read about what we do for our consulting services. They had to select this button right here, and I just redid this. So let me hit the refresh button, make sure it goes there. When they do this, it comes here. Well, it should. Boom, to the form for them to fill out to get consulting services. This is just the opt-in form. It just so happens, instead of me just collecting the first name and the last name and email and phone number, I actually want to know a little bit more about their business, because if they tell me too many no's right here, I don't want them as a client. And they're going to get an email that says, hey, I appreciate you filling this out, but you didn't qualify to be one of our clients. Maybe you should take our 7-day challenge or our 1-year program so you can get a better understanding, but you're just not ready to be a business consultant client to ours yet. Now, that looked complicated, but all it was a form. Let me find it. There we go. All it was a form right here. What did I say? Consulting. I made the form. Okay. Once I made the form, which is very simple to do, and we have tons of templates for forms for you. I made the form. I came over here to funnels. I clicked on new funnel. I did it from blank, and look how basic this funnel is. It is the form. And I don't think you guys understand how basic it is. All I did was I clicked right here. I clicked edit. And then let me delete this for you. Watch this. I don't delete this. The page was blank just like this. This is how fast I built the landing page. I came here. I clicked there. I went over here. I hit form. I clicked there. Which form would you like? I want my consulting services form. And then I click save. And we out the door. Boom. I got a landing page done that collects data. I mean, again, if y'all think that this stuff is hard, then, man, you got a long way to go. But here's the kicker. I've never, ever seen any business in the history of my life running businesses that don't need leads, which is marketing. So when you start to learn this concept by doing it more and more, you're actually learning how to make yourself recession proof. Because if you can generate leads for yourself, you can generate leads for everybody. So boom, after they answer the evaluation form, it comes to the next page, which is a thank you page. And what do I got on a thank you page? Just letting them know that we've received their submission, and they click here and it goes back to GovCon cheat codes. And just like that, we're done with a whole flow, a whole system. Again, you guys are making this part harder for yourself. If you just follow our methods, we've made it very easy. We've made I don't want to say all, but we've made lead pages for you that you can utilize very quickly. We've made checkout pages for you. So you can come right here. If you got your own checkout that you want to do, you could just simply duplicate, clone this checkout page right here, and then rebuild the put the words on top of it for what you need. But the bones, the foundation of a checkout page is already done. I mean, look, don't beat yourself up about it. Understand that the order form and stuff is here. Just come back here, change the features of what you got going on. If you got any upgrades or add-ons, add that right there. If not, delete it. But here you go, the payment. It can check out. We're going to put your logo right here, not my logo, your logo. So you got your logo, you got the order form. Boom, you ready to go. You shouldn't wreck your brain about building something. You may be saying, well, I seen somebody else's stuff and it looked this type of way. I don't care about cosmetics. Most people don't care about cosmetics. They just want it to work. And I'm telling you right now, we got the tool to make it all work and make it easy for you. So that's how we go about automating our DMs. Again, that's going to be in the automation section. You're probably going to have to create a workflow. For those of you that got the professional package, you guys should have all of these already there. Okay. And, If you do need to create from scratch, which is completely fine, just follow the formula that I had right here. Did I put it here? Okay. How do we get started? Here's our trigger. We're going to come to customer reply. So you're going to come here to your trigger, type reply. You're going to see customer replied. And you can take a look at all of the triggers right here. Okay. You got a webhook. If you guys don't know about webhooks, don't worry about that. If an affiliate just got created in your system, that could trigger it. If somebody scheduled an appointment, that could be set up as a trigger. If new contacts were created or whatnot, these are all things that can be added as triggers to start your automation flow. Any actions of your contacts. This is the one that I really love right here, the actions of your contacts. So we're using customer replied in our DM. That's an action. Maybe they answered the form. That's what I use for my one-on-one. When they answer a form, I got automated actions. It's going to send me an email, send my assistant an email, and it's going to give us an option to say whether they qualify or not. Okay. Anytime orders were created, surveys taken, these are all triggers that you could set up to say, hey, this action just happened. I want you to do some other things now that action happened. Another one that I love about it is any of your events or Facebook leads or memberships. This is my favorite one right here. And I'm going to actually be going back to change my 1-year program up or not, because I know a lot of you guys haven't been watching all the videos. So I'm about to be on your ass. I can track your progress. Anything that you're doing when you open a video, when you log in, all of that stuff. If you've been away for too long, I can set emails up and automation. I can give you quizzes, all types of stuff based off your actions of what you did in my back office for my courses. Okay. So these are all of the triggers that you got an opportunity to set up. You got to read through all of this stuff, man. It's just so many things that you could do. Connect your Shopify store to it. I mean, again, TikToks, all types of stuff. So anyways, we have that the customer submitted those messages right there. And then we went down to the conditions. What do we do? If I come right here, let me hit this plus sign. Here's all the different things that you could do. Okay. Well, I wanted to set a condition. A condition is always a if else statement, right? So I typed the if else, I got the condition. I said, hey, the condition happens when a customer replies. Again, you can set up all types of different conditions. I chose customer replied. And what did they do? They replied to a message. I said the message is, you could do is not, contains, does not contain, is not, empty, whatever. The message is, and that's where I put my word in. And just like that, it created the condition of get started or help. And if it's not one of those conditions, move over to the next. And then after I did that, I just came down here and said, hey, well, the next thing I want to do is send a message. You may want to call a person. This is for your offline stores. Maybe you got a restaurant or something. Here comes the key. You could tell the system to give a call and tell it what to say once it gives it a call. I mean, this is the type of stuff that you got the power to do. You can send emails. I mean, the sky's the limit. Again, this is why you guys got to go through here. When it comes to my government contractors, talking about creating your CRMs, imagine all the automations that you guys could set up with your subcontractors. I'm just telling you. You get a subcontractor on the phone, you put them into your CRM and you let the automation take over, or what you should be doing every time a subcontractor comes on. If you guys really want to be masters at this, I highly, highly advise you guys to learn about this lady named Connie S. Falls. Okay. She's expensive. I'll just give y'all a heads up, but she do got programs that she throws together. I believe I may have seen sometimes it's $497, $997, $1497, and she may do like business in a day or like a webinar. Matter of fact, somebody tag Connie in this right now. But anyways, you guys, she's a master at getting the stuff out of your head down on paper. Okay. And when you can get your processes and procedures of what you do on a day-to-day basis out of your head and on paper, This makes it 10 times easier to come back and build all of that stuff that you mapped out, all of your if then statements. But you're going to have a crazy board when dealing with her. But it makes it so much easier. Not only will it make it easier on you, but if you need to hire somebody to do this for you and you are able to hand them this, right? If you can hire somebody and say, hey, I need you to build this for me, and then you give them your flow chart, well, I mean, you just save tons of time, money, and resources, energy, arguments, the whole nine. So I highly advise you guys, again, to start writing that stuff down. You can use the whiteboard on Zoom. That's an easy one for you to do. But that's all I wanted to go over for you guys today. I didn't want to dive too much deeper into the software. Once again, you can visit sbmoneyflow.com. Let me go to the website right now so you guys can take a look at it. Visit sbmoneyflow.com. Here is the pricing for that. For the first tier is $119 a month. You can see everything that you're going to get with it. The second one is $225 a month. I will tell you, for the most part, the $225 a month is a great place for people who are getting the ball rolling. If you really want to jump into this thing and have access to everything, I mean, everything that we got to offer, the $350 plan is going to be the one for you. When you do select this plan, guys, I want to show you guys another beauty about when you select that plan. You're actually going to get access to everything that we've built for a small business. So all of our templates, our calendars, all of our websites, our automations, you're going to get all of these automations that we've already built out. You don't have to rebuild them. But when you select one of those other two automations, you will not get that. The third one does come up with a $199 setup fee because we have to set all of that stuff up that we've built for you guys. You'll get access to my Facebook group when you get joined, so jump in there. And by all means, if you guys have questions with the software, ask them in the Facebook group, and we'll make a video there to help you. Another nugget is when you get the second package, you will have an 18% referral fee. You can tell other people about what we got going on here. And allow our team to take it over. You just advise them about the new software that you're using, tell them where to go. We'll take over, make the sale, and you're going to profit off of it. If you get the premium package, you're considered a partner to us. So you're going to get 33% commissions. That means every time that you make a sale, you're going to get 33% commissions of that sale. So if you sell the premium package at $350 a month, you're going to get 33% of that commission each and every month, not just one time. Every time the client pays us, you're going to get another check coming to you in 30 days. So if you got 50 people signed up, I mean, you got quite a bit of money in your pocket. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You got quite a bit of money in your pocket, and our team will do that work for you. So once again, go to sbmoneyflow.com. Get yourself registered. If you would like to pay for it in full, you can switch over to pay annually, and you'll actually save yourself 2 months for your payments for whatever one that you select. So if you can go ahead and pay that in full, I do advise it to save yourself a little bit of fees. If you got any questions, make sure you go ahead and send it right here into our chat widget right here. And y'all know things are getting automated, but our team will get to you if you got any complicated questions. Just go ahead and put them right in here. Outside of that, that's all I got for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed the conversation. I love you all. I'll talk with you here. I'll be back on here tomorrow, as a matter of fact, because we got more things that we got to do.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me.